So concept of type def in C language. Type def, type definition. If you want to give some aliases names to already an existing variable in C language, so we can use type def. Look at the syntax: type def, existing name and alias name. So existing name is the name of the already existing variable. Alias name is another name given to the existing variable. Look at this: type def unsigned int unit. Unit is a variable declared as unsigned int, and by using a type def keyword. So look at the advantage of using type def keyword here. We can create variables of type unsigned int by simply writing the statement unit a comma b semicolon. As unit is defined as unsigned int, so whenever you want to use unsigned int, simply use unit instead of unsigned int. Look at that, unit a comma b semicolon is nothing but unsigned int a comma b semicolon. This is the advantage of type def keyword, a shortcut by providing an alternative name for already an existing variable. Even in structure declarations also, wherever you are dealing with the long data types, so we can use this type of notations. So look at the simple program: type def unsigned int unit, unit I comma j. Look at line number 5, I comma j are nothing but unsigned int I comma j. All the other transactions you can do it as usual without making any changes. Only during declaration, whatever is defined using type def can be used for multiple variable declarations. So we can even use type def with structures. Look at the structure definition part. What is the name of the structure? Student. What are the members? Name and age. And what is the variable? S1 is a structure variable. So how do you create a structure variable? Struct name of the structure, structure variable 1 comma structure variable 2 and so on semicolon. We can have any number of structure variables. Look at this program. Look at line number 6. The structure variable is declared using type def. Type def struct student stud. So here name of the structure is student and stud is your structure variable. Look at line number 7. Stud s1 comma s2. So s1 comma s2 are structure variables only. So instead of writing struct student s1 comma s2, whenever you want to declare structure variables, simply you can use stud. Even we can use this notation. Look at line number 1 clearly. Type def struct student. And look at line number 5. The variable is stud and stud s1 comma s2 is allowed. The type def can be used either with the variable declaration or at the time of structure definition also. So we have another demonstration program here. Look at line number 2, type def struct student, and line number 6 is your structure variable stud, and line number 9 we are creating another structure variable s1 using stud. So we can use type def even with pointers. Look at the example int star ptr. So type def int star ptr. So ptr is a pointer variable of data type integer. So ptr p1 comma p2. So p1 and p2 are the variables of type ptr, and ptr is a pointer variable of type integer. So instead of writing int star p1 comma p2 star p1 comma star p2, we can simply write ptr p1 comma p2. If someone asks what is the difference between type def and hash define is a directive which is used for symbolic constants. Type def is limited to giving symbolic names to types only, whereas hash define can be used to define alias for values as well. And type def interpretation is performed by the compiler, whereas hash defined statements are processed by preprocessor. We use the term preprocessor directives for all the things which are used with hash symbol, which are declared before main. A simple demonstration program for hash define. Look at that. Hash define true is defined as 1 and false is 0, and don't bother about the capital letters. For a better recognition of these type of notations, we use capital letters in symbolic constants, just like pi for 3.14 and so on.